whatever. Because I know, like, going into UFC 5, a lot of people will want to get good at the game quicker. I can already tell. I know that. So, where would you say, if you were to rank one, practice mode, two, fighting high level players, if they could do one or the other, which would you tell people to focus most of their attention on?
Practice mode.
There you go. That's what
Practice
I
mode. The
thought.
reason
Yeah,
why,
yeah,
and I'm gonna explain why.
yeah.
So there was also a time I was playing more on quick fight than I was on rank. There's
Yes,
actually,
sir.
if you go to like, yeah, if you go on like the UFC 3 leaderboards, there's a gap in time where you're not gonna see my name. Maybe you might see one of my alts that you'll never fucking know. But one of my alts where I was only using B fighters at the time when there was A+ fighters. I tested myself to get top 10 with my alt with B fighters only, just to beat guys who are using A+ fighters. So I've always like done that because I want to test myself. And you'll see then I come back and like my winning record is like really good, like 150 something with like only 13 losses or some shit like that. And I was like gone. I stopped playing everybody. I stopped playing everybody. I'm like, I gotta go on quick fight. Because what I caught myself doing was that I started to play with the same rhythm or sequence, because
Yes.
when you're playing like really good players, you start to almost expect the same thing over and over again, and then you start to limit your own creativity, because you, whether you realize it or not, you start to subconsciously imitate what they're doing, and you almost become a clone of that person if you're looking to learn from them when you're sparring. So when I caught myself doing that, and it'd even be like, I was like, no, I'm like, no, hold on, something's wrong. Like I feel like something's wrong. I'm not playing like myself at all. I'm playing like how I'm quote unquote supposed to play to win,
Yes.
and that's not me. I gotta play my own way to win. You feel me? And you have to be able to switch it up on a dime like that. So I started doing quick fight because I just figured, I'm like, well, it doesn't matter if a body kick is coming from fucking Unibot, Ed Parker,
It's still a
Jamie, or
body
any of those
kick.
two guys. It's still body kick if it comes from
Yes.
a noob. So I started just working on my timing, going against like the bums and whatnot. And I dealt my fair share of angry messages because back then they used to have bush chat, bro.
Oh yeah.
There was this one dude I'd pull. I you know how like, and like I said, my pulls were legit. I hit that shit in Vegas. I hit nasty ass pulls, and I happened on quick fight. And this one dude started freaking out on the mic saying he was using glitch, you fucking
Yeah.
glitch using motherfucker. Oh my god, it was hilarious.
They
And
accused me of using what someone accused me of using a modded controller in in,
oh my
in,
god,
in the in
that's
the
my
fight
favorite.
in the fight that I did against Prioxis. The comment is still on my channel. It's hilarious. He was like, "There's no way you were denying all those takedowns. You were using a modded controller." Okay.
Oh, your takedown denials have always been nasty.
Like,
I can
okay.
vouch for that.
Okay.
Like
All right.
you,
Whatever.
you are Muay Thai esque in that aspect
I'm like,
virtually. Like
okay. Like,
you will
whatever you
always be
say.
hard to like take down.
Yeah. So, I really like that point because I think it's very important for like people to understand that fighting high level players will get you better. It will.
It will.
It will 100% get you better. But what is most important is getting reps of things that you typically don't get reps in. Like I told you, you and I were having a conversation a few days ago, and I told you that Hodger Gracie, who is the jiu-jitsu goat, period, right? Gi, no gi, he's just considered to be the greatest of all time in jiu-jitsu. He won multiple championships training with only blue belts. That's it. He trained with only blue belts. And you listen to that and you're like, that makes no goddamn sense, bro. You're going to be competing against other elite level black belts. How do you train for that fighting just blue belts?
And they
And
hit me right after I said that.
yeah, and he explained because if you consider you need a dummy. The only way that you can get proficient in whatever you're trying to do is either practice with no resistance or practice with just enough resistance to allow you to practice that move over and over and over again. Like if you took me right now, right? I don't really know how to wrestle. If you took me right now and you're like, all right, you want to learn how to wrestle? I'm going to have you wrestle Anthony Romero 5 times a week sparring. That's it. I'm not going to get good because you just take me down over and over and over and over and over again. How I'm going to get good is if you gave me a body to practice on. You go, all right, I'm going to show you this snap down. Now I'm not going to give you any resistance. Practice it. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of resistance. Practice it. Then maybe I'll give you full resistance and then we'll see how you go. But for a vast majority of your training time, spend it on little to no resistance, so that when you do meet full resistance, you're already good at the move. You don't practice 10 to learn how to throw your kick 10,000 times on full resistance. It's not gonna get good. So for UFC 5, everybody, you want to get really, really good? Yes, definitely look for high-level players to fight against, but spend most of your time in quick match. Spend most of your time in practice mode. Look for counters to what's giving you trouble. And then try to implement it in quick match. If you're hitting it over and over and over and over again in quick match, then go on ranked and see how it plays out. Because that's what this guy did, and that's how he got as good as he's got. Bro, like you barely play ranked right now, right? Like you barely.
Yeah, I stream with like 3.5 star fighters, sometimes to 4 stars. But yeah, like I'm using like the worst fighters just to like challenge myself. But also, it's you have to be okay with losing.
Yes,
that's the biggest thing. Like before I won all the ESFL stuff like for UFC 4 and everything. I lost in big moments in UFC 3. That's what a lot of people forget about that. They focus on the wins and the losses. Like some people forget about the losses. Like I lost to Ed twice in Ricky J Sports and whatnot. I lost to Advaita before.
You lost to Ricky.
No, Rick. It was the Ricky J Sports tournament.
Okay. I thought you said you lost to Ricky J. Okay.
No, I had one loss where the game fucking glitched. I beat the crap out of him after, he knows it. But we ran into each other on rank, and I was dogging him. And it was, remember the glitch where it didn't let you follow up after you knock somebody down? And I was punching the air, and I was like, fuck. I was trying to finish him, get him out of there, and it didn't let me. And then I got caught with some stupid shit.
I've lost to Ricky J. It was kind of surprising. I've lost to him too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that was even before I got good. I remember Ricky, like he didn't even upload that until like people started talking about me. I was like, "You son of a gun!"
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Yeah,
Ricky's good. He just doesn't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't. The game's not a serious thing to him. He just wants to have fun. That's just what it is. Yeah. What you said about being okay with losing. That's such a. It's so important because like it's the same thing with like going into like your wrestling class or going into jiu-jitsu class or whatever, and you never allow yourself to get put in bad positions. The day you find yourself in a bad position, you're gonna realize, Jesus freaking Christ, I haven't been here in a while because I fight so hard to never be here, and I want to win every single rolling session against everybody. When it's time to go, you better have been put in side control 1,000 times. You better have had your back taken 1,000 times. You better have been mounted multiple times. You better have been leg locked multiple times so that when the time comes, you know how to deal with that. And I think the same thing applies to UFC, right? A lot of players, man, they always go with their A game every single match.
They don't have anything else.
That's it.
Clinch, have you seen
clinch? You meet a bum. They meet someone that's a legit bum. They're new to the game. What do? They're fucking A game. And to me, it's so stupid because when you run into that one player that can counter your A game, you realize, holy shit, I have nothing else. Nothing else. So that's a really good point. I'm really happy you brought that up.